Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Super Anime Bros podcast. As always, I'm your host, Rosario, joined by my brother, Angelo. And today we're going to talk about something we love.
Welcome back, everybody. So this week we're taking a little break from our list and our deep dives to do like a summer of 2024 recap and a fall 2024 preview. Because this week here, it's kind of the off week between the summer and the fall season. So I think it'd be a good time to talk about some of our favorites of last season and things we're really looking forward to watching.
Yeah, without a doubt. I mean, it has been such a great season this summer. We said in our preview, we said in our mid-season review that we were eating good, and that really was the truth. There were certainly some highlights. There were some things we dropped along the way, but I really enjoyed it for the most part. I think we can start by kind of talking about some of our favorite shows from the season. You want to go first there?
Yeah, so my top pick for this season was Oshinoko. And if you listen to the podcast, you know I'm a huge fan of the show already.
Oh, by the way, the finale got pushed to October 6th.
Okay, so it's not even over yet. So we'll put it on stuff we're looking forward to until next season.
For one episode.
Yeah, for one day.
I forgot I saw that today.
Wait, isn't that October 6th? Is that not next Wednesday?
Yeah, it's a week.
So there's no episode
next week. And then
okay, I get you. Well, that's fine. But yeah, the second season, it was really great. It seemed like you enjoyed it more. More so than last
really
season.
I liked it a lot. Yeah.
The show like really got cooking this season. Now that we kind of know most of the characters, a lot of their motivations, it's kind of time to get some things rolling here.
Yeah, without a doubt. I mean, things I think certainly did start to get put in motion.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep it like semi-spoiler free.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. I really liked the season from Aqua in particular.
This was a big Aqua season.
Yeah, I enjoyed to see some of his thoughts progress, and maybe there was some false hope there at the end, which was really cool. I guess it's still hope to him. He doesn't. Really
know. He doesn't know. So that's
fair. That's fair. But I mean, it was great. The characters were awesome. Akane was really, really cool this season as well.
Team Akane for the win
for sure. Yeah, I liked it better than the first season for sure. I loved getting to see like the play. I think I talked about it before, like having done that in the past. It was just a cool setting to see. Obviously, it was nothing as serious as Tokyo Blade, but
no, not the same. But yeah, I get what you mean. As a performer, it is nice to see that. I really, really enjoyed this season, and I really can't wait to see how they end it, and hopefully wait for the next announcement. Hopefully, it's back next year.
Yeah, I mean, I'm fairly certain we'll get an announcement for another season. I don't know. I mean, obviously, I don't know if it'll be next year or not.
Yeah.
But I definitely think it'll continue. Regardless, though, I definitely am giving some thought to picking up the manga from where we are. With a show like this that's so mystery heavy.
Yeah.
It really just builds intrigue, and I think that kind of leads me to want to continue the story while it's hot.
Yeah, whereas I got hooked like right away. It might have taken you couple seasons, but
for sure,
we got there nonetheless. Yeah, I think overall it was a great season. The opening and closing songs were great. They held up to the
all-timers for sure.
To the first, well, I don't think they were quite as good as the first season, but they really did.
No.
You can compare. They're comparable.
They'll stand the test.
They're in the same ball game. Ball league? Ballpark. Yeah, that's what
Ball league.
Ball league. That didn't sound right. They're in the same ballpark.
They're in the same.
That's what I'm
league,
trying to say. So I don't think I need to add anything else there.
No, that's totally cool. For me, I think my favorite, and we both picked actually things that had come back rather than new shows, which I mean makes sense if you have a relationship with something already. But I picked My Hero Academia for this season. I was fairly disappointed with the adaptation of last season. I thought there were some moments in there that, like, as I was reading in the manga, were just earth-shattering and awesome. And while some of them did come across pretty well in the anime, particularly like the Dabi scene, I think was great in the anime. But a lot of like the fight between Deku and Shigaraki was not my favorite. But this season, I think the animation's been better. I think the pacing maybe can be a little bit slow at times, but I've really, really enjoyed it. And obviously we're getting toward the end of the show here. So seeing things really, really in full swing now has been really awesome. Definitely some twists and turns, some potential endings Who's to say?
Potential endings. Yeah, I really enjoyed this season too. I enjoyed last season. I just think the show kind of started to lose steam for me. Like where around like season 4, season 5, I didn't like as much as then season 6.
Yeah, I picked up the manga after season 4, so like I have a very fond memory of all of that.
So I think it's starting to pick up some more steam with me again. I mean, granted, it's one of my favorite shows. We haven't seen it on either of our countdown lists for a reason.
That's true, actually.
We both really enjoyed it, so there's not really anything I have to say negative about this season. I think I enjoyed it more than last season so far.
That's good.
It really has been keeping me on the edge of my seat. The last episode we just watched, without getting into too much, we see a character who I thought was kind of lame the first time return, and it was awesome. I even had a tear in my eye watching that episode. Cool. So this season has definitely had, I think, a lot more. The last season had a lot of emotional moments too. This one, I think, this season just getting to me more, if that makes sense.
Yeah, without a doubt.
It's resonating with me more.
Yeah, that's good.
But yeah, everything's been great. Once again, banger opening songs for this show too.
Yeah, so. Great for sure.
Yeah, this season's been pretty good.
Yeah, I've liked it. I've liked their execution of like Deku's final hero get up between costume and also like somewhat aura, like kind of Black Whip still around. I think it looks pretty sick, which I've been a fan of. It's not quite over yet. I think that it's a double core, and it started at a weird time.
It was like midway through
spring.
Yeah, it was like midway through spring. Oh, did I say spring earlier? Yeah, I sure did.
Oh, I didn't even notice.
I said spring 24, summer. So anytime I said spring, I wrote it down in our thing. I think I'm just stupid.
That's possible. You're not stupid. Come on. So there is still some left, but it's not a full second core. We're already well into that. But I think we might end the season on just bonkers awesome moments.
Hopefully.
That I'm really looking forward to. So I hope we get there.
Yeah, so
in which case this will elevate even further.
And midway through the season, I guess, towards the middle.
Yeah.
There's still probably 5-6 episodes left. Right?
Maybe, yeah. I mean, I could look it up for sure, but
I don't know. We'll find out. It'll be a surprise for the both of us.
For sure, yeah. But there's definitely a few episodes left. But no, it's been fantastic. It hits. It really does. All right. So there's definitely a bunch of other shows we watched. Did want to highlight some of the new shows, brand new to the season, that really stood out. Do you want me to go first this time?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
Why not?
Just because that's how we have it listed on the doc. But I guess
yeah, that is.
It doesn't really matter. For me, the one that I chose to really highlight here was a big surprise this season. I think we talked about it in our preview. I think. We definitely talked about it in our mid-season review.
Yeah, I think we talked about it in the preview.
But Too Many Losing Heroines has been such a delightful surprise. Mm-hmm. It's such a silly little show. I think it's very funny. It's very cute. It's got a lot of heart. Awesome character designs. It's been really, really cool. And I don't know... I think they've already caught up to the light novel material. And from what I heard, there is one more episode. From what I heard, it's an anime only based on an outline. I actually saw a funny meme that was memeing Game of Thrones because the last couple of seasons were based on an outline and they were kind of bad.
Yeah, well.
But
hopefully they can pull off one app.
Yeah, I'm intrigued to see what happens. It doesn't really have it's got romance in a way, but it doesn't have a progressive romance with our main character, which I would like to see. So hopefully it continues. But if this truly is if it's just 13 eps and done, I will look back upon it very fondly.
Yeah, it was a good ride.
It really was fun.
Yeah, it was very funny, but also just generally enjoyable.
Yeah, Yanami will be an all-time anime girl for me. Such a strong design, and she's really funny, and she likes to eat, which
who doesn't?
I can certainly relate to.
Yeah, there's a lot of great characters in that show. I definitely call it the biggest sleeper hit of this season.
Yeah, and I mean, I think it had a lot of popularity in general.
Yeah, I've been seeing it a lot on the Instagram. Sure. Not as much as you, but I've been seeing it a lot on Instagram.
I did see, and we can talk about it after you talk about your show, but the final poll for the season. Mm-hmm. I don't know if it was just ranking final episodes or if it was ranking the show for the full season. Mm-hmm. on that website that we actually did the awards on.
Okay.
The final number one show was a surprise. Was a surprise, so I'll talk about that after.
Okay.
But if you want to get into your
Yes,
pick
so
here.
my show is Alia Sometimes Hides Her Feelings in Russian. This was a great show. I mean,
It was awesome, yeah.
definitely, we did talk about it at the preview of last season, and when we watched like the trailer for it, I mean, we knew it was going to be a hit.
Yeah, for sure. It had our...
It definitely lived. We had higher expectations for it than I'd say we did Too Many Losing
Without a
Heroines,
doubt,
but
yeah.
it lived up to those expectations.
For sure.
I'd say it like surpassed them even at points.
Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah, it was a great show, absolutely hilarious, but had a lot of great, good progression in the romance, I'd say.
Yeah, I would certainly agree.
Between Masachka and Alia,
I would certainly
and
agree.
some other semi-love interests.
Yeah, I mean, they kind of set
Some
it up
better than
so that
others.
there could be multiple others, and we'll see where that goes. I mean, this season has focused solely on all.
Yeah, there's definitely like a lot of things in the show that I'm looking forward to see, like when he finds out who the little girl is that he like
Learned
his childhood
Russian, yeah.
friend that he learned Russian to talk
communicate
to.
with, yeah.
Yeah, like when he finds out who that is.
Yeah, there's a few core mysteries. I would say 3 that, when are revealed,
Yeah, when
will be pretty.
Alia
much
finds
other-
out what the deal is between
Yeah.
Yuki and Masachka.
Yeah,
What's
and
the
then
other one?
The biggest one of all, when she finds out.
Oh,
that he understands Russian.
when she finds out that he also can speak Russian and knows she's been flirting with him this whole time.
I mean, it's
so
probably not going to matter soon.
I mean,
but,
she
like,
was like, flirting with him in
real,
just like
yeah.
normal Japanese and
Yeah.
all that. But yeah, I really enjoyed the show, and it's already been announced for another season.
so true. Yeah, that was great.
Can't wait for more. You know?
Always great when you get that. It was on the day of the final episode. Like,
Yeah, so it's like
they
we're
know what they're
guaranteed
doing.
we can.
Yeah, that was
We don't
sick.
have to worry.
That was sick. Yeah, dude, I loved the show as well. Great characters, really great characters. Very cute romance. Was definitely funny. I like the whole main plot of the. Well, I guess it's not really the main plot, but the main thing behind the show with is her speaking a different language and not thinking he understands that whole thing.
That's a funny. It's like a gimmick. It's
great.
very
It's
very
really
funny.
great. And being a big fan of Kaguya-sama, I do love a student council kind of show.
Yeah, I get some similar vibes with that.
Yeah, just I mean the student council aspect of it, I really enjoy. Yeah. So I mean, I guess, do you want to quickly highlight some of the other shows we watched, or you want to just keep rolling?
I don't know. I mean, we talked about him for a couple times. You know.
Yeah, no, that's totally cool.
There's one more I'm going to talk about.
Oh, go ahead.
Because the first thing on my list here for stuff we're watching in the fall is continuing shows from last season.
Okay, then I'll
Which
hit,
one? Wow.
I was gonna hit my last thing that I was saying about the what one,
We'll hit your last thing.
and then we'll go.
Oh
into
yeah,
it.
what won the?
Days with My Stepsister won
Really?
after that finale. It was
yeah,
a
that
great.
was
It was
a really
great
good
finale.
show. I mean, for a show that I did not expect it to be.
No, I mean, based on the
what it
title and what
was.
we've seen previously of it, that
I really
kind of
thought it was
genre.
going to be like a trashy rom-com.
Yeah.
I was going to enjoy it nonetheless.
For sure. I mean, like,
But like
My Stepmom's Daughter is My Ex is pretty fantastic.
Yeah,
It's
the
similar.
show's funny.
But yeah, like, it was just tonally, it was awesome. It was shot so well. The soundtrack was great. Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, I was
and
expecting,
the finale was awesome.
I was expecting a rom-com, not a drama.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, it was very good, very enjoyable. Hopefully, we get to see some more of it.
Yeah, who's to say? Who's to
and
say?
I guess it was pretty popular then.
Yeah,
Or at
for
least
sure.
people
At
who
least on
watched it
that.
really liked it. So,
Yeah.
all right. But then moving on
Roll,
to
baby.
fall of 2024. We are here.
Yeah.
At the time, or I guess
I
we're
am
dropping
here.
this video tonight, right?
Yeah, so I'll drop this tonight. We'll
Okay,
have
so all these
about a
shows,
week.
most of them are going to be out next
Yeah.
week. So the first thing I wanted to talk about were some continuing shows from last season.
Roll,
which
baby.
We already talked about My Hero.
For sure.
The other one is 2.5 Dimensional Seduction.
Boy, is it. What a surprise,
Yeah,
huh?
who knew the one day we're looking at it's got a second core.
Yeah.
It's 24F, baby.
It's
We
just
get
listed for
a whole
24F.
nother season of it.
No, that's pretty crazy.
Yeah, I had no idea. I'm like, oh man, we're going to watch the last episode. And it's like, nope, 24.
Yeah.
And that show, it's very enjoyable. It's super funny. It's trashy, but it's so funny.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's definitely.
I mean, like, the heart of it is kind of like, is not trashy. Like, it's very, like, the main character, she's very pure.
Yeah, I mean,
and
both,
she
both
just
of
has
our
a
main
very,
people are,
yeah.
yeah, pure, but also like
All the
obviously
characters,
not.
yeah, do have such, like, pure loves for cosplay in these characters, but, like, it just happens to be that this character is, like,
uber sexy. Yeah.
yeah.
So.
it's very enjoyable.
It's
though.
been
Would
funny,
recommend
yeah.
it.
It's been
I
funny.
can't wait to see how it develops. Usually, like after the first 12 eps, like second seasons of these kind of shows or second halves, like they can really get rolling here because we start to know all the characters and we've already seen their relationship develop. So
Yeah, it
now
seems
we
like
can,
we're gonna meet
kick
quite
it
a few
into
more
overdrive.
characters.
Yeah, meeting some more new characters now that we've really established the like 3 main or 4 main characters that we have. So
Yes, sir.
I'm excited for more.
Yes, sir.
Of it.
Can I talk about this one and then you talk about your 3?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, you can look on your computer. I highlighted it.
Okay.
Anyway, the next show is something that we watched last year, coming back for season 2 now. I think we both talked about it on our countdown list previously.
Mm-hmm.
MF Ghost coming back for season 2. This is the sequel to Initial D, the racing show. Super excited to see where they take it in this second season. The first season did a lot of build up for sure. Only included one full race, which was interesting pacing compared to Initial D, where I feel like the max a race takes is 2 episodes.
Yeah, I did like the pacing better in Initial D.
For
I
sure.
mean, the races were...
I think the scale of this is pretty cool, though.
Yeah, because you have so many more drivers.
Yeah.
And they really actually... I was surprised with how much attention they gave the other drivers.
Yeah,
It's
did
not
give
just
them a lot,
about
yeah.
Kanata. Like
And
they
I
did a good
think
job.
there's plenty of source material for this, plenty of manga, and I'm sure we'll see him get better and better. What I just complained about, and it was like a minor complaint, obviously, because Initial D was number 11 on my list, number 12, was that there's so much winning,
Yeah,
and
too
in
much
this,
winning.
Kanata is starting from the back of the pack to kind of beating a few people. I think it'll be cool to see that further progress. I think it'll be cool to see the hints of romance kind of grow, hopefully. And yeah, I talked about how much I love Initial D, and with this being its sequel, it has so much potential.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm stoked to see where they continue to take it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely excited to see more. Maybe we'll... Always my favorite part, there's been the returning characters, which I got to get it out of my head. It's a new show.
Yeah, yeah.
The returning characters
Returning
are not going to
characters
be...
cool, yeah.
They're not going to be main characters.
No, not at all. Not at all.
But much like Initial D, I'm excited to see how far he can push this darn 8.6.
Oh, baby.
But yeah, I'm excited to see it. I mean, it's not like you said, it's not like Initial D where he's like kicking ass and taking names right away. But it's also, like you said, a bigger scale. Like, he's racing this car against like
Lamborghinis for sure. And this
GTR.
isn't like a world famous circuit. Like, this is a big deal.
And yeah, drivers all around the world even.
Takumi was just racing down random mountain passes in Japan, which was
Yeah,
awesome.
And he was the best
scale.
racer in his prefecture.
For sure.
And they have a travel team. They go to other ones, but this is a much bigger race. It's a much bigger like pond.
Yeah, he wasn't racing Beckenbauers and stuff. Is that his name, Beckenbauer?
Yeah, Michael Beckenbauer.
Beckenbauer.
So I'm really excited to see more. Maybe we'll see 2 races this season.
Who's to say?
But it really, at the end of the first season, it made it seem like his greatest rival we haven't even seen yet.
Yeah, that
It's
is
the
that
one
is
who,
true. The guy
like-
who didn't race.
Yeah, because it was his girlfriend's birthday,
Yeah, so
and he
funny.
drives some kind of Alpine car.
Yeah.
Alpine, I don't know. They say Alpine on the British people.
And I
say
think Alpine's Alpine. I guess
It's French.
Oh, I was going to say I thought it was British.
No, it's French.
Okay, well then, who's to say what it is?
I don't know.
I've never heard a French person say Alpine or Alpine, so I don't know.
Yeah, whatever.
What does
he drives
what does
one of those?
Pierre Gasly say? I wonder.
I don't know.
He's French.
Yeah, that's why he's on the team.
Well, it would be great to hear him say it so that we knew.
I don't know, man.
All right, you want to continue?
Yeah, so moving on here to the next show. This one's a new one. I guess it's the one I'm most excited about that's new.
Yeah.
And this is 365 Days to the Wedding. And this premieres on October 3rd. And I got a little...
Ghost is October 7th, my bad.
I guess you missed that.
I did, yeah.
But for these shows, we kind of I pulled the synopsis from my anime list.
We did.
So I'll just read it off real
I
quick.
got one, come on.
Taki and Rika are both co-workers in a travel agency in Tokyo. They're both single,
But they don't
mind. Well, your
my
cursor is
correction.
over. It looked like an O because you're covering the part of the B. Thank you. But they don't mind since they're introverts with fulfilling lives at home. Unfortunately, now their job is looking to staff an office in Siberia, and non-married employees are the first to be considered. Rika is desperate to avoid the transfer and goes to Tokyo with an idea. If they pretend they're getting married in a year, they can stay in Tokyo. The only problem is the two of them barely know each other. If these two quiet coworkers fake a relationship, will it turn into something real? I mean, who's to say?
Yeah, it's a great setup, I think.
Yeah, so I bought
for
the first volume of this manga before we
yep.
went on our cruise, and I read it while we were there.
Yeah, I read a few pages with you.
Yeah, you read a couple pages. I really enjoyed it so far.
Yeah, it looks
It gives
cute.
off good vibes. Yes, it's very cute. So I can't wait to see the anime. I didn't read more than the first volume because I figured I'd just wait. That was like my little preview of it, I guess.
Yeah,
But it's very enjoyable. Actually. They're both very likable characters. They are both very quiet and kind of awkward, and they don't really know
I can relate
how
to that.
like how to socialize, how to do all that. But they really are trying to learn and kind of struggling to keep up the lie because everybody keeps making a big deal of it.
I mean, yeah,
rightfully so. Yeah, two coworkers you've been working with for years, and you never see them interact.
Yeah.
One day you're like, "Hey,
we're getting married."
Yeah, and actually, minor spoiler, in the first couple chapters, like the guy receives a phone call and he's like, hey, somebody calls him and says, "Hey, I know you're faking it."
Damn.
So like right away, somebody's not buying it.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and it's cool. Like he's like people at work now are like asking him for advice on like how to get girlfriends and wives because they think he's awesome. But it's it's been good so far.
That's awesome.
Can't wait to see it and see if the relationship does turn into something. From what I read so far, it leads me to believe it will. But I mean, that's kind of the point of the show, right? Yeah. Who knows? Who knows? I'm excited to see it.
Yeah. All right. I'll talk about the next show. I'm actually going to save this one for last because I'm most excited for it. So,
okay.
So I want to talk next about Dragon Ball Daima. I think Daima. I think it loosely translates to evil. I read online. This comes out October 11th. Though I saw something about English dub being in movie theaters in November.
Oh, is it just like a special?
What?
There's
the first
couple episodes. I'd go see that.
Yeah, me too. But yeah, I mean, I think it's going to be a full series. So here's the synopsis. Due to a conspiracy, Goku and his friends are turned small. In order to fix things, they'll head off to a new world. It's a grand adventure with intense action in an unknown and mysterious world. Since Goku has to make up for his petite size, he uses his power pole to fight, something not seen in a long time. So I'm not going to say that I get GT vibes because
that's exactly what I was about to say.
Well, no, it's just because he's small.
Yeah,
but they're all small.
Why are they small?
Because maybe it's supposed to be funny, cute, chibi. I know people really like chibi stuff in Japan.
Any returning characters?
Yes, I think the whole crew.
It
seems like it's very Goku centric, but I think the whole crew.
I don't know. On like the poster for it, it was just like
Goku and his friends.
Goku and a bunch of new Kai.
Well, there are some new people. Yeah,
I don't know.
Regardless, this was the last piece of Dragon Ball that Akira Toriyama was a part of.
Well, I'm not going to talk crap now.
Yeah, thank you. So I'm very excited to see what it is. It might be silly and stupid. Maybe it's good. Either way, it's Goku. Like, I'm going to enjoy it.
Where the heck is it, dude? I'm trying to find it.
I don't know, brother. Just search it. Well, this is bad podcasting. I got to keep talking. Sorry.
Yeah.
Obviously I haven't really seen him use his power pole. That's, a regular Dragon Ball type beat. That's just the poster. I don't know, dog.
Yeah, but none of the characters
Watch the trailer real quick with no volume.
That's
fine, yeah. Yeah, so I'm really intrigued to see what this is. I read that Toriyama was originally not supposed to be involved with it too much, and then completely took it over and did the whole story, everything. So I'm intrigued to see what it was, or what it is, rather. I will say, obviously, I'd rather this be more Dragon Ball Super, but
yeah, absolutely.
It's more Dragon Ball, so I'll take what we can get.
I don't know. On the poster, doesn't look like to be anybody returning, and if I look at the voice cast, it seems to just be Goku and then some of these. Which I mean, they can introduce some new characters, and I'll enjoy it. I enjoyed the new characters they introduced in Super.
Yeah,
I would really like to have seen more Super, but maybe we'll get another movie.
There's Vegeta right there.
All right, well, Vegeta's in it. As long as Yamcha's in it, I'm fine. You know?
I mean, that I can't
No, I doubt Yamcha
can't
will even
quite
be in it.
promise.
But yeah, that's fine.
It's got Goku
Goku's
and
a kid
Vegeta,
again.
that's
I
all
mean,
I
it's
need.
like original Dragon Ball.
Yeah, there's
vibes,
the
you know,
boys,
he's got
dude.
the power pole. He's got his flying Nimbus.
The boys, dude, come on.
It's gonna be good. Yeah, it's just I would have rather have seen more Super.
Yeah, naturally, but
But
that's
yeah,
not the hand we were dealt. So
yeah, I'm excited to see more Dragon Ball as a whole. Anyway,
it's so funny. Look at
The
them.
okay, see, we're gonna enjoy it, man. You already got the vibes. But yeah, that's.
Oh, there's little Yamcha.
Okay, then we're fine. Yamcha's in it. Why are these small?
I don't know, because of evil.
But like,
I don't know, Ange.
are Goku's like kids gonna be in it?
I don't have the answer.
And also be like the same size,
I
or like
just-
him and because Goten just looks like a little Goku.
Yeah, I don't have the answers.
Is it just gonna be
Not
like
anymore.
twins?
He looks different in high school.
But yeah, but doesn't he get small too?
He might if
Everybody
he's in it.
gets small.
If he's in it, I don't know. Continue.
I don't know. I'm excited to see. So moving on to the next news show that I have taken interest in
Sounds good.
is this is the one I told you about earlier. It's Anno no Haku. English translation is Blue Box.
I saw this as a Netflix exclusive.
Oh, really? I don't know what they're gonna like put it in as because the Japanese isn't that hard to read. Usually they won't do it if it's not too crazy.
Uh-huh.
So it might be called Blue Box.
Okay.
This premieres October 3rd.
All right.
So Taiki. Yeah, Taiki. We're not going to do his last name. Inomata. Taiki Inomata, a third-year student in junior high, attends Ime Academy, an integrated school with a major sports program. Having joined the high school badminton team, Taiki tries to attend open practice as early as possible. But no matter how early he goes, he always arrives second in the gymnasium. The person one step ahead of him is Chinatsu Kano, a first-year student in senior high, and Taiki's crush. Chinatsu is the rising star of the basketball team, and the gap between her and Taiki could not be greater. Although Taiki is a decent badminton player, his popularity is nowhere near Chinatsu's, making it even less likely for his feelings to be reciprocated. However, in a strange twist of fate, she ends up living in his house. Whoa! Wanting to become a worthy match for her, Taiki pursues the same dream as his crush, partake in the nationals. Taiki starts training harder than ever before, all for the sake of building a strong relationship with his new housemate. Mm-hmm. So this is guy grinds badminton to impress a girl.
That sounds pretty awesome.
I mean,
I'm
it's
intrigued.
an awesome sport.
I'm intrigued.
Who wouldn't be impressed
That's
if
true.
he went to the badminton nationals?
That's true.
But yeah, I think this one's going to be pretty comical.
Yeah, I hope so.
I'm definitely excited to see what's going on here with this.
Yeah, I mean, why is she living at his house? Whoa.
I don't know. It's kind of strange. It's not like it's like a childhood friend or, well, maybe.
Yeah, we don't
just
really
don't
know
yet. But I'm excited to see and seeing if his badminton skills impress her. You never know.
I think they will.
I hope so, man.
I'm already impressed.
But yeah, I haven't even watched like a trailer for this, so
Wow, really?
I don't know. Yeah, all I did was I read the thing and I'm like, this looks
feel like
cool.
we should watch a trailer.
Yeah, we can watch it after.
Sounds good.
You're just gonna look it up right
I
now.
am. I'm just gonna check it out.
Yeah, so we'll give it a watch. But it's so far from what I read and like the movie poster or show poster, it seemed intriguing enough to definitely give it a shot.
Yeah, dude, that's great.
Yeah, so I guess you want to do your show last time. I can keep talking.
Prefer
if you
to,
want.
yeah.
Okay.
I think that's a big deal. Continue.
So the next show I wanted to talk about is called Tying the Knot with an Amagami Sister.
Okay.
And this appears on October 2nd. Oh, man.
Wait, let me get there. I'll help you out.
Yeah, I can't do this name. Kamihate. There we go. That's it, right? Kamihate.
Or do you?
We're not doing this first.
Okay.
Kamihate has had a very rough start to life, but plans to forget it all by achieving his dream. What the heck is that? Matriculating into... These are like some double point Scrabble words you're busting out. Matriculating in... I've never used that. Into a medical school. But when he arrives at his new foster home, a working shrine, his dream of a quiet place to study goes up in smoke. Not only will he be living with 3 beautiful, lively Amagami sisters, but he learns he must marry one of them to take over the temple.
Wow.
I don't know why he wants to take over the temple.
I don't know.
Maybe I don't know. Yeah, why he's gonna take
why
over
he
the
has
temple.
to take it over, yeah.
But I mean, it's a good setup.
It really, like, I realized earlier when we were talking about the show, I talked about, like, how Temperu and, like, the three sisters, but it never for one moment hit me, oh, it's also, like, a shrine. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's just the whole same vibe.
Yeah, it's very similar. It's definitely gonna be, I think, less, like, etchy.
I hope, yeah.
I mean, yeah. That show was crazy.
You did not want to agree. That was so funny.
It's funny. But yeah, I think this is gonna be another funny one. I'm a sucker for a rom-com, so we'll see how it goes. I don't know if this show's gonna be like balls to the wall crazy or not, because I once again did not watch a trailer. All I did was I looked at the poster, I read the thing, and I said, "This looks like it's gonna be enjoyable." Yeah, so can't wait to see what's going on here, why he has to take over the temple, and which sister he's going to marry.
I would agree, dude. I love that kind of which sister is he going to marry vibe.
Yeah, we'll talk about that sometime later.
Oh,
man.
will we? That's crazy.
Yeah, so not too much to say there, obviously, with us not knowing much about it.
No,
so,
I mean, that's a lot of the fun in some of this.
Look forward to more with our mid-season recap.
Yeah, without a doubt. All right. So the final show I want to talk about comes out on October. I thought it was October 3rd. It says October 4th. Maybe it's October 4th.
I don't know, dude. That's what my anime list said.
It doesn't matter. Dan to Dan. So I'm super stoked for the show. I actually had it talk to me, somebody at work. We were just talking about manga, anime, and they had mentioned this, and like they really love the manga and that I was getting an anime. So I looked into it, watched a trailer. Looks fun. Actually, much like you talked about with the marriage show, I picked up the first volume of the manga, and I really, really enjoyed it. It was super fun, decent action, but mainly like it's a comedy. It's so funny. Hints of romance maybe that will bloom. Who's to say? In like photos and things I've seen, like there's a bunch more characters that'll get introduced from where I am, but it looks really, really cool from the start. So basically, it involves Momo, Ayase, and the guy whose name we'll not say because it'll be a massive thing in the first episode or second episode. So basically, she believes in ghosts, he believes in aliens, she doesn't believe in aliens, he doesn't believe in ghosts. So they challenge each other to go to the most haunted place for him and the most alien-filled place, whatever, for her. And turns out they both encounter ghosts and aliens.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and it just kind of goes balls to the wall from there, involving some like supernatural powers on both their sides actually, and the main guy loses some very valuable things to him in the first episode or first couple chapters, and I think it'll be kind of the story of him working to get that back. We'll talk about it after.
Okay.
But yeah, just so funny, so funny. I get like somewhat similar vibes to Mob Psycho in the supernatural comedy, but I think this one's gonna be more. I don't want to say more mature, like more mature in the jokes. Not that Mob's not mature, just I think this could be sillier and more mature, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I'm excited. The trailer looked good. Creepy Nuts is doing the opening.
So true, yeah.
They're one of my
It's
favorite
great, yeah.
Japanese, I guess like a rap group.
I guess so, yeah.
Yeah, and all their openings are awesome. So can't wait to hear the full song.
For sure, yeah. I would check every day to see if it's out yet.
I think it's gonna. I think I
sure
read
it'll
something
come
about
out
it
with the
today.
show.
I think it said October 4th, which is
That makes
the day
sense.
of the show. So
That makes sense.
Yeah, can't wait to watch that show.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be really funny.
So I think that's
Super
it for the
looking forward
stuff
to it.
we plan to watch. If we pick up anything else, we'll definitely talk about it
Without a doubt.
in the mid-season
Yeah,
recap.
without a doubt.
I'll just real quick rapid fire off some other shows that are
Sounds
coming
good.
out, some returning shows that we don't plan to watch. Well, not right now, but I feel like are definitely worth talking
Worth
about.
mentioning for sure. Yeah,
ReZero is getting
Yeah.
a season 3.
Yeah.
I know you've talked about it a little bit.
yeah,
You
without
enjoyed
a
it.
doubt. I'm
I would like to revisit it.
somewhat
I
in
know
season 2.
I watched like the first couple episodes with you.
Yeah.
I'd definitely be interested in watching more.
Yeah, it's really good.
So
Really, really
yeah, look out for that October 2nd, and then October 5th is season 2 of Blue Lock. This is something.
Very
What did we
interesting.
watch? Like 2-3 episodes of this?
I thought we watched one episode.
I think we watched 2.
Maybe 2. Yeah.
I don't know. This one didn't really stick with us that
Yeah,
much.
I mean, I love
I'm
the
sure
sport,
it's good.
but yeah.
Like, there's not many anime I've seen that I didn't like. It's just not on my priority
Yeah,
list.
priority, exactly. It all comes down to priority and time.
But maybe this season will be good and it'll get my attention.
Who's to
Maybe
say?
it'll have like a banger opening
That's possible,
that gets
too.
my attention. It gets me to rewatch the whole show.
Possible.
And then Bleach is continuing.
Yes.
It doesn't really have seasons, but it's just the next part of the
1,000-year
1,000-year Blood War. That's October 5th as well. And then October 13th, Shangri-La Frontiers Season 2 comes out.
Yeah.
That's something I actually would be interested in watching someday.
Yeah, it seems
So
interesting.
maybe if the second season's popping off, I'll go back watch the first.
Yeah.
Much like I said with Blue Lock, but I have a little more interest for that.
Yeah.
I think there's more like Blue Exorcist coming out.
Yeah, Blue Exorcist confused me. I was actually looking into it because I was interested in watching it. There's
Yeah.
like movies and stuff,
There's a lot,
but some sort of Blue Exorcist is coming out.
yeah. So there's some more stuff to look out for.
There always is.
And then I figured we'd close it here with any shows that are not new, but we want to watch soon, like in the next month or two,
Yeah.
or ones that we're watching right now. Because I know you picked up a new show.
Yeah, for
and
sure.
I picked up a new show a couple weeks ago.
Without a doubt. I do want to, before we finish up
okay.
here,
We should have.
I should have talked about it when we were closing out the summer shows. I just wanted to talk about Pseudo Harem real quick, just because it was my most anticipated show.
Yeah, you were like 20 minutes behind.
I
on
know,
that, man.
I know. It was awesome. Like it ended with like an ending. A great,
like the show
a great
over
ending.
forever.
Yeah, great ending. I think they skipped a lot of material, but it's okay. I was very satisfied with how it finished up. So I was really happy with it.
Sometimes it's better to have a show that skips material than one that like
Just never,
doesn't finish.
Yeah, it doesn't continue. Yeah, because the material is out there. So I mean, you can always go get it if you want.
Yeah,
But yeah, I was really happy with how it ended. So I just wanted to put that out there.
Yeah, it was a great show. Jolly good show.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like I mentioned about a minute ago, we're
all
gonna close
remember
that with
this
some
stuff.
other shows here.
We remember the setup.
I guess I'll start it off
ahead,
because
yeah.
I started the show a couple weeks ago. I started watching Seven Deadly Sins.
7 Deadly Mids.
Well, I guess like a week ago now, or a
It's
week and
gotta
a
be more
half,
than
2
a week
weeks.
ago, yeah, 2 weeks.
I don't know. I've
I'd
really
say.
enjoyed it so far. I watched the first season completely, and then like I don't know. It's called that show's another one that's confusing because there's like the second season's like 4 episodes. And then, like, there's movies, a third season, and now there's a spin-off show.
Yeah, I would probably look up a guide.
I have it pulled up on my phone. Well, not pulled up. I have it on my phone. So I've been watching everything in order. But I've really been enjoying it so far. The thing that really got me to watch it was the opening theme song.
Opening theme song's so good.
So good. Oh, for the first half of the first season,
Yeah.
to be specific.
The third opening's really good too, but not. I mean,
I
the
think
first
it's
one's
the
an
fourth,
all-timer.
dude.
I don't know. I don't think
Because, like, the 4 episodes...
maybe season 2 doesn't count, dog.
It's 4, but it's not, like, OVAs, because, like, the story progresses.
I don't know, man.
And the stuff that happened in it, like, still exists
Yeah.
in the third...
Then I don't know.
I don't know how they do it, but yeah, it's been a really enjoyable show so far. I know some people have said like as you get on later, it's not as good. But when have I ever listened to what people said? People say Rent a Girlfriend is trash, but dang, do I enjoy it? So I'm definitely excited to watch more of that. I'll keep letting everybody know here as it goes. And the other thing I wanted to watch with you is Dr. Stone. I definitely wanted to prioritize that. I know we've talked about watching it so far on the podcast, but I think this time we're going to do it for real.
Yeah, I certainly think so. I mean, we definitely have, I think, more things to watch than originally anticipated this season.
Yeah, once I did some digging, I found a couple more shows.
But yeah, I mean, should we make the time to share some shows with each other? I'm certainly interested. I liked the first couple episodes that we watched. I get the feeling I'm going to really enjoy the story.
Yeah, I'm definitely excited to see you see it for the first time.
For sure.
Because there's a lot of great moments,
Yeah.
so many funny ones, some sad ones, a lot of happy ones.
Yeah. Very nice. As for me, I'll start with kind of something in the same vein as that. We're working to get a day off consistently together every week in which we can just kind of spend some more time together, but also, off times watching anime. And a big thing we would usually do on the days off together is watch Black Clover. So I do think that'll be coming back for us, which is super exciting. We're deep in it now.
Yeah, we're over 100 episodes.
Yeah, we're deep into the show. And I think the upcoming arc's like one of the biggest, if not the biggest arcs, the Spade Kingdom arc.
Yeah, I just
Is that
feel
even
like,
where they're going, or is that later maybe?
I don't know. Yeah, that's what they were saying. Because they're trying to like clear Asta's name.
Asta's name, yeah.
I still feel like the arc we just had with the devil.
Yeah, I mean, that was...
I feel like that's the biggest arc.
Yeah.
I guess I haven't watched the rest, but...
It unraveled
we were
the central
building
mystery.
From that.
Yeah.
Yeah, like we were building from that from the first episode when you find out that he is the devil living in his book, in his grimoire.
But I don't think that's been fully uncovered yet. And
I guess not. Yeah, we don't really know about.
Yeah, it wasn't really Asta's mystery. Yeah, it was more so the.
Yeah, I guess it was just I feel like
Wizard King.
We were
and Licht.
Yeah, that was a big. That's true. But yeah, I'm definitely excited to see more.
Yeah, so I think we'll definitely watch that.
For sure.
Yeah, I mean, there's a bunch of shows that I hope to pick back up on my own. I kind of talked the other day about like how many I've started and stopped, whether it's Cowboy Bebop.
Cowboy Bebop.
I know, it was kind of a joke.
Okay. Well, maybe not everybody is going to understand that reference.
Maybe not, but not everybody's going to listen 40 minutes into the podcast, so... it was a joke. Based on, what's his name?
Dean Norris. Hank Schrader from Breaking Bad. He is like...
Great on Cameo.
Yeah, he like will just say anything that you want on Cameo at one point. Like, he's just... saying something about watching Cowboy Bebop. Yeah, there's a lot of anime
for sure,
ones,
so good.
Yeah, it's a wealth of comedy.
But yeah, whether it's Cowboy Bebop, whether it's Full Metal Alchemist, whether it's Apothecary Diaries, all things that I've started on my own and have not finished. Getting different lengths into each of the shows. I recently started Sword Art Online, and it's been something that I've wanted to watch for a long time. I think that it played such a role in bringing anime west that we really don't understand yet, and I'll certainly research more into as I watch more, because I certainly wasn't watching anime in 2012, but like from everything I've heard, this show was so big in 2012 when it came out.
I don't know, I didn't hear anything.
Well, I mean, like I said, we weren't,
I was 10.
Yeah, I was 12.
So,
but yeah, I'm a couple episodes in. It's been interesting so far. Trapped in a video game. It reminds me of Spy Kids 3.
It reminds me of Scooby-Doo Cyber Chase.
Fair enough.
Some
of the only media that we've seen where people get trapped in video games. But yeah, it seems like it's going to be really cool. The main character, Kirito, has been really interesting thus far. Prefers to go solo on his own. And seemed like just a nice, quiet guy. But in the second episode, he has a very interesting moment that I think will be really cool to unravel his character further down the line. I know there's a ton of this out, and I think, maybe the quality went down as it went on. Which
I feel like people just say that about every show, huh?
They really do. But maybe it's the truth. I mean, it's hard to keep momentum. Not everything's Attack on Titan and just builds and builds and builds and builds.
But if the quality goes down by the time you get to the second, third seasons, you're invested in the characters, so you're still going to enjoy it just as much.
Without a doubt.
It's hard for things to kind of keep up the momentum.
Yeah,
we just talked about My Hero not even doing it, and that's one of our favorite shows.
For sure. Well, I think, for me, that's more so the anime adaptation. But still, yeah, without a doubt. So that's what I'm trying to grind on my own now. Probably watch more tonight, just keep striking the iron while it's hot, truthfully. But yeah, hopefully more to come on all those shows. Yeah, I agree. Do you have anything else to add before we close her out? No, dude, that's all I got.
No, so hopefully all these shows are hitters.
Yeah.
But we'll be sure to tell you about that midway through the season.
Without a doubt.
Look forward to next week. Jujutsu Kaisen and what did you pick?
Horimiya.
And Horimiya. Two very similar shows.
By the time that comes out, Jujutsu Kaisen will have ended.
So, I was going to try to keep it just anime spoilers.
Yeah, that's fine. No,
maybe we have a little segment at the end where we talk about the manga.
Yeah, I guess.
But there's a lot to talk about with the
manga.
That
so much
could be
to talk
maybe
about,
after we finish this, we can talk about some manga series.
Yeah, for sure. I think maybe keep it to the anime.
Okay, I can do that.
Sounds good. So yeah, thank you as always for listening. A lot of fun to recap an awesome season, and always great to look ahead to more anime,
Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, that's all we got this week. We will see you on the next one.
See you next week.
Peace.